quizzes.
Complete package, Pak. iPad, Apple TV, whatever stuff. And iPhone. I don't have iPhone.
Your iPad look out of us.
Pak Mano regrets it already. Coming here today.
I will just let Pak Pri know. Okay.
And he wouldn't bother.
Alright, so next thing, right? The iPad is able to screen capture, screen record whatever actions that you're doing. Right? Are you aware of that? Alright? So do you know how to activate it?
Just now.
Yeah.
Accidentally, it happened.
So the first thing you probably need to do is you need to go to the settings, right? Let's go check this, right? And then there's under general, there's control center. So if you see in the control center, there's a lot of stuff. The one that you're looking for is a screen recording. So if it's at the top, then you are fine. But if it's at the bottom, you just need to press the green plus button, you will put it up there. Right?
Control center.
Yeah, control center. Okay? Then just make sure screen recording is at the top, included controls. Right? Now, if you have done that, if you slide down, you will see at the bottom here, there is the screen recording button ready. Right? Now, what I want you to do is tap and hold, and it will show this. Tap and hold. Yeah, tap and hold. Yes. So, one of the first things you want to make sure is the microphone is always off by default.
Off.
Okay, it's off. Yeah. So you can tap on it.
And we'll start recording.
Alright? So that you are ready, you want voice recording as well. Alright? So next what you need to do is you need to prep your presentation, right? So what is it that you want to demo? Is it like how to do something, or you just open up whatever? So in this case, let me open this, alright? So let's say this is my class, right? So let me close this, alright? So I'm ready. So I'm going to slide down. I want to tap on, it says this, I can't do screen recording because I'm already mirroring, right? But you should be able to. So once you tap on it, you start the recording. There will be a counter 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
And then you can just start doing whatever you're doing on the screen. Once you are done, top right corner, there will be a small red button. You tap on it and you stop the recording. Whatever you recorded will be saved in the photos album. Okay, so why don't you try that? Just make sure the microphone is on. Maybe you can explain, you can redo the Safari reader again, but then this time you can narrate something step by step and see whether it records or not. Alright, try that. Yeah, no, because also like your Microsoft Teams or Zoom, you want to screen record Zoom, then you can.
Pilihannya apa aja kalau Pak?
And or yeah.
Apa?
Because you are let's say you are in Microsoft Teams teaching, you want to record the screen, then you
Terus yang kalau mau ngerekam
will
kita
record.
yang start recording aja. Iya.
Langsung masuk gitu.
Langsung aja.
He will,
Walaupun
yeah.
ada foto, nanti nyimpannya di folder foto. I start recording or not say something.
Yeah, it will record whatever that is showing through the through the screen. Right?
So just capture the screen here.
You will record.
Just record.
Yeah, you will keep recording while you are doing things, explaining things. Yeah. Right? Now, once you are done, go to the red button, tap on it, and then stop it. Now, if you go to photos, you will find the video. Right? Now, if you tap on the video, you start playing. Make sure you on the microphone at the top. Yeah, there you go. Right? Now, what you can do is, you don't have to take this into a video shoot and then change, do more editing. You don't have to. The beginning will automatically record. It will not record your actions when you slide down, start tap recording. It will skip all that for you automatically. The ending part, when you end, it will show your actions when you're ending. But what you can do is you can tap the video clip in photos. There will be a trim bar on the left and the right.
Yes.
You just push it in a little bit, it will trim off the excess. And your video is ready for distribution. Right? Now, if you are a little bit more, you're from VCD, have to be a bit more professional. Then you can bring it to, let's say, iMovie, which is in the iPad as well. You can add, bring the video in, add let's say a poster at the beginning, topic 1, put your name, and then thank you at the end, and then you export. But the video itself, the recording, you don't have to go through lots of hassle, right? Now let's say, this is nice, but I want it to be more professional. Like a webinar, can I record like that? Yes, you can do that on the iPad. I'll show you how. Right? I'll use this as an example. Alright? So I have a presentation, right? I want to record this linear algebra class. Right? But I want it to look a little bit more professional. So what can I do? Right? So I have my second slide ready. I have my third slide ready. I want to do something. Right? So I'm going to tap on the plus button. Plus is anything you want to add. The paintbrush is anything you want to edit. So if you go to the last tab, okay, so plus, go to the last tab, you will see something that says live video. Alright, so I'm going to tap on live video. So here you have, okay, it's facing me, right? Right? Alright, and you know what's cool about this? This is a live feed, yeah? You can actually edit it like you're editing a photo. Right? So let me show you here. I'm going to go to the format button. I can add a border. I can, the other thing I can do is I can arrange it to the back so that it's behind, right? Or I can bring it to the front. Or this is the best part. I can mask it, and I can use a circle. Right, and then I can put it right at the corner here. Right, so now when I'm facing, the iPad is facing me, it's like though I'm doing a webinar, right? And then you can start explaining, because the thing with videos is when it's just blank without your face, it has an effect. Research has shown when students can see your face, your expression, just adds a little bit more focus on the part of the students rather than just listening to and looking at slides going one after the other, right? So the best part about this is it works like an image, right? So what if I want this in my next slide also? No problem, just tap, copy, go to the next page, tap, paste. Right? So it's like, so when you do slide transitions, that will stay, the live video will stay. So you don't have to worry about it. So you create the first slide, put it at the corner, make copies of it, and then add all your content.
So where's the formatting again?
Okay. To go there.
All right, let me start again, yeah? Let me show you again. All right, let's delete this. So first step is you always go to the plus. So plus, you look for live video.
So,
Right?
go to the slides first. Any slides?
Yes. Yeah, so live video doesn't work on PowerPoint. It only works on Keynote, which is the same as PowerPoint. Okay? Keynote. So, if you have, let's say your information is already on the PowerPoint. I don't want to retype again, right?
Yeah.
You can open your slide with Keynote. It can open. Some of the edit may go off a little bit or not recognized, but at least you don't have to start from scratch. Then, let's say you want to record this as a webinar or an online material, then you can go and add live video and add it to the corners, and you can make all the edits that you want, right? So, yeah, there's a slight learning curve, but it's like PowerPoint. It's just that the Keynote, you need to get used to it, right? You can watch a short video online, you figure it out very quickly. And once you learn Keynote, all the other apps are the same. In Apple, everything looks the same. Same icon, same place, everything is the same. So you will pick it up really fast. So tap on live video, then it will show up like this, right? Now, once you want to start making edits to it, remember the paintbrush button, right? So now I will tap on the paintbrush button. So the first paintbrush button is style, right? Adding borders, shadow, reflection, controlling the opacity and all that kind of stuff. The second one, live video, is where I did the masking. So I can change the masking into circle, right? And then adjust the size. That's the middle one. I can also increase the scale, zoom in or zoom out. The other thing I can do is, the iPad has two cameras, front and back. So I can add another camera. Alright, I can name this back. Done. And then I switch it. Now it's facing back camera. So on one slide I can have a back camera, on other slide I can have a front camera. Or you can have both cameras in the same slide also can. No problem.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Now why is this useful? Let's say you are in the lab. Those who are doing engineering, you're in the lab. And you set up your iPad. Some of the recording, you want the camera to face you because you're explaining. Then the following one, you want to demo a machine, or you want to show a part of a machine. The next slide, you can change the orientation of the camera to the back camera. So it will capture what's in front of you. Right? So imagine if you want to do this on your own here, you need, what would you need to do that on your iPad? Input lah, two separate cameras lah.
Yes.
This one no need, just the iPad, two cameras, front and back. Right? So it can face what's in front, it can also face you, and you can change this accordingly, up to you, how and what you are doing, right? So then I can tap add, and then it adds the back camera, right? If I want to delete, just tap, just delete.
Mine cannot see the live video.
Can't see? Maybe it's not updated. Yeah, you need to check. But all iPads, yeah.
Oh, I'll use mine.
So you need to take the format,
iPhone possible ya Pak? Okay ya.
and then add. You give it a name. Save that. Yeah, done. And then switch it. Okay. All right. Yep. Which one? Oh, so you choose whatever that you wanna, then you paintbrush. Oh, live video. Live video, you have to go for the plus.
Oh yeah.
It's not showing, is it? I have a feeling either the keynote is not updated or the iPad is not updated. Yeah, I think some of the iPads, either the app is not updated. I think, yeah. The iOS is, but the app is not updated.
Okay.
Yeah, just double check. Yeah, but it should work. Yeah, it should work. Okay. So next tip. I already lost count which tip. Yeah, I already got before. Okay, I'll show you another thing because I'm not going to look into this today, but I'll show it to you anyway. So one of the things the iPad can do is there's an app called Shortcuts. You know how
Sorry,
where
what is it?
it's called Shortcuts
Sure.
and automation.
Mhm.
You know how you do certain things repeatedly? You can actually put blocks of code, not code, actions together and then tie them together as a shortcut. Like for example, like this. When you arrive at work, your device will join the school Wi-Fi, right? Once it joins the Sempurna Wi-Fi, it will carry out certain actions like put on focus mode, go to silent mode, everything is automated. When you leave, let's say, the Wi-Fi of the school, it can actually automate a message to send back to home saying, text message maybe to your kids or to your husband or wife saying, I'm on my way back. All can be automated. But some task that I find quite useful is I want to share something to the students. What's the fastest way to share the link? I can create a QR code immediately. Right? So let me show you this because I actually want you to go to this link. Alright, so I want you to go to this link, but I want to share the link with you very quickly. So I'm going to tap on this, and I'm just going to tap copy, and then I'm going to go to my shortcut that I prepared already. It's right here. It's called generate QR code. So I'm just going to tap it, yeah? Here's the QR code. Right? So all I need to do is copy something to the clipboard, tap on the shortcut, this will show up. So can you scan on this? Yeah, use your camera. On the iPad.
It's too far.
No, it is okay because you will need the iPad for the next activity. Your phone won't work.
No, yeah?
Yes. Okay? So just aim at it and then something will pop up, tap on it. The yellow thing, just tap on it and then it will take you to the website.
Beratnya ada berat. Mana ini box ini? Aduh, boxnya susah. Otak pun.
If you need to just walk to the front and it should, it's because it's at the corner.
Gak dapat kejauhan ya.
I think it doesn't show the entire QR image.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Incomplete.
Okay, so never mind. So what I'll do is, I've captured it, right? So let's try again. So I'll open Keynote. Okay, I'm going to put it on this deck here. So, because it saves it to the photo, right? So I'm going to tap Add, go to Photo or Video. I'm going to tap on this. There you go. Okay, right? So I'm going to enlarge this. And then I'm going to play it. There you go. Right? Alright. So thanks. I think it wasn't showing the whole game.
We're just here getting some candies. Yay!
Yeah. So it's really quick, yeah. So it's like, so these shortcuts, I'll show you where you can go and have a look at them. So there's an app called Shortcuts here. So if you tap on it, if you go to the gallery, they have all these recipes made for you already. So you don't have to create anything from scratch. But if you know coding, and you are very interested in finding out how these are built, you can actually go create something from scratch or make modification to whatever that has been built for you. So there's thousands of things here. Essentials lah, work from anywhere, morning routine.
Where can I find shortcut, Pat? Sorry.
It's an app. Search. Slide down, search. If it's
So I just need
Yeah.
to.
so I have some very interesting shortcuts, right? I call some of them like
What is it?
there's one called teaching. So if I'm going to class, I will tap on teaching. My notifications will be switched off.
Oh.
Everything is automated. That means,
Oh.
you know, sometimes that the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one I just tap a button. Now the other thing is I have this called random student picker. That means I put all the students' name. I just tap on this. It will randomly pick a student and call out the name on the iPad.
Oh.
So I don't have to like
Yeah.
point lah, you know. Yeah, random. So this is what you can do with shortcuts, right? So shortcuts, there's so many things there. So you can actually create a set of shortcuts just for you to use in the classroom, or for certain things like when you want to call out names, random names. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, it's a
Pat, there is play a surprise song from your library.
exactly, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Turn on dark mode. What for?
Dark mode is sometimes like
the
because sometimes you set your your phone or light or dark mode to follow the day, right?
Oh.
But sometimes even in daytime, I want dark mode so that it's clear. So I can switch, I can tap something and it changes to dark mode. Okay. So remember the control panel, right? So if I slide down, I have a lot of things here. So for example, I can
How do I add something here? Can
go
I-
to the settings, control panel, and add. So
Oh, okay.
I can add a timer just like this. So right, so I'll say it's a 2 minutes start. So kids can see there 2 minutes is a countdown.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know that.
So everything you need is here, right? So you're not tethered sitting there. You can walk around. You can see the time. You can sit at the back. Students ask a question. You can just slide up, go to whatever question they ask, answer it, and then slide up again, and then go back here. You say, okay. Yes, you can, but if you want to use it.
Dia pinjam kalau dia ya, di sini.
Okay.
Yang lama tuker, soalnya.
Saya request yang satu.
Okay. So now let's go back to that website just now, right?
Alright.
This is for all of you who are more interested in more technical things a little bit. The iPad can work with AR, augmented reality, and it can also do object capture, an API that Apple introduced middle of last year. That means I can capture just using they call it photogrammetry, like stitching pictures together, and they can create 3D objects, right? Just using the iPad. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks like. And for some of us, you can actually use AR simulation in the classroom, just using the iPad. So let's go back to the website that I asked you to go just now. Okay, so you'll be here. I want you to go down to 3D models that you see here. I want you to tap on any of these objects. Let me pick one, this one. It will download, right? So it's downloading.
Any 3D model.
Now, it might be a little bit slow because of the internet speed, but it should download that object for you. Okay? Okay, so let's pick one. I'm going to pick this robot. Yeah. So once the object has been downloaded, I just face it as at a flat object like this, let's say a table, just move it around until it captures the ground. And then you can just tap on it and you will see an AR visualization of the object. Okay? So the file type that Apple uses is called USDZ. USDZ. Yeah. Date, yeah. USDZ, yeah. Yeah, it's taking time, yeah.
The internet too slow.
Yeah.
Lebih lama Pak.
Alright.
Lebih lama.
Lewat sini.
Alright, so let me just work with an object I already have. Alright. Let's say I'm in biology class, right? And I'm teaching plant cells. So what you can do is you can just go to the World Wide Web, search for plant cells USDZ, Mount Everest USDZ. There's lots of free files. There will be some files that are also sold because designers, these are more, so you have to pay for it. But I'll show you some examples. So if I were to tap on this plant cell, because the file is already, okay, so it's asking me where I want to place it. This is the file. Yeah, it's very big. Right? Do you see the cell? Yeah. Right? Now, I can make it a bit smaller. I can move it around. Right? So this is what students will see.
Augmented reality makes me scared.
Right? I can rotate. Okay? I can rotate it. Okay? Now, I can just go to the object just like this because students don't have an iPad. But if any students, I know one or two students actually wrote to me, they actually bought an iPad. They're using an iPad in the classroom, right? So you can send them this file. But if not, you can use this to teach, right? Just makes a big difference, right? So you have 3D, just like that. This file is free. It's downloadable. So you can look for lots of things, engineering stuff, places. Yeah.
Once again, where can we find this USDZ?
Just search online. It's a file type.
Okay.
I think you will know better. Like Blender uses OBJ, is it? OBJ files.
It uses what's it called? TLTF.
Yeah. So there's for augmented reality and 3D objects, there are different file types. Apple uses a particular one called USDC. So when you search, you need to be more particular.
Okay.
Right? That's all. Because other file types, like let's say from Adobe, I think they use a reality file or something like that. You cannot open it here. Yeah. Right? So this makes a big difference, right? So again, you can screen capture this. Right? So suddenly your video looks very high quality. Oh, I can add so I'm just trying to piece it all together so that you see. And people think this is, wow, you hired a production company to do this. I actually did this in my bedroom. Nobody knows.
The production company.
Yeah. Nobody knows. Now, what if, Pak, this is nice, but I need to add some content. I want to add some things to it so that it's more. Guess what? There is a free app called Reality Composer where you can actually create augmented reality experiences on the iPad. So I'll show you where that is and we'll bring that plant cell in. It is this app here called Reality Composer. It might not be installed on your iPad, but it's a free app. But another thing to download.
Sure, Pak.
Okay?
Again, it's so dizzy, so many things.
Saya bantuin Mbak Dian.
So many requests.
Okay.
Nanti saya bantuin.
Composer.
Composer.
Okay. Alright. So when I open it, first it will ask you where do you want to orientate the object. On the flat ground, horizontal, vertical, right? Let's pick the easy one. So here am I. Right? So I want to add that plant cell. Remember that file is free, but it has nothing on it, no explanation, no label, nothing, no voiceover. So I want to create and add some value to it. So I can do this. So I'm going to tap plus. And I'm going to search for a file that I showed you just now, which is the plant cell, right? So search plant. Here it is. Okay. So it shows up there. Very big, too big in fact. Alright, I'm going to scale this down. So there you have. That's actually the. Okay, so I can tap on this. These are the arrows. I can move it in 3 dimensions. Alright, so I can move it this side, Yeah, X, Y, Z, right? And you can do this on the iPad. Okay? Right? So I can even add physics to it, meaning when a ball hits a ball, it actually follows physics. You can set, the gravity 9.8. So it will, all this on the iPad. Okay? So now if I want to add some behaviors to it, I just need to tap on the top corner. There's an arrow here. If I tap on this, I can actually add behaviors. I can add voiceovers. I can add actions. Let's say I want to make this move. So let's say custom trigger on tap. Choose the object. Done. Okay. So I want to add a sequence. I want it to, let's say, rotate. Choose the object. Okay. Okay, so now it's just moving. So let's say I want both actions to happen at the same time. Just tap, hold, yes, okay, then I can just play it. There you go. Right? So I can add all kinds of actions like voiceovers, all kinds of things. I'll show you what some students have done. Yeah. Students actually made this from scratch. Okay, so remember during the pandemic, they wanted to have this booth. So instead of setting a physical booth, they made a booth in AR. It actually real size fits at the corner of a classroom.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah, you can zoom in. You can read, you can walk. When you near a certain poster, it will start speaking to you.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's in the classroom. So you can actually create an experience and pass the iPad to the students, and then they can experience this. Yeah, and you just need Reality Composer to create it. Right? And these are high school students. Yeah. So again, this is something that's available on the iPad. If you're not aware, that augmented reality actually works really well. And if you are doing things like sometimes textbooks everything flat, right? So you can actually use your iPad to show students 3D visualization of what you're trying to teach. Yeah. Okay. And then you can export this, send this file to the students, work around to embed it in the website. It's all possible. Okay. So this is something for you to be aware of. Okay. So. Even maths, so let me show you here. For those, any math teachers here?
No, used to
No.
make a low poly.
Pasanto used to be math teachers.
Okay. So this is a 3D calculator, meaning you can create objects in 3D.
Oh.
And you can also do AR. If you see it right at the bottom here, right?
What the name, Pak?
3D calculator, GeoGebra 3D calculator. So let me show you how fast you can create, right? So let's say I want a sphere with a center. So tap, radius 5, okay, there you go, right? Yeah, that's a sphere, right? If I want to add a plane through 3 points, 1, 2, 3, done. So I have a plane, right? So if I want to demonstrate this to the students, right? So I can take, there you go, the spheres, right? Yeah. Okay. So I can always go back to 3D, AR. Let's say you are preparing. So if you notice, there's also a camera here. So let's say you want to create the visualization, to take a picture of it, to embed it in your slide. So this is a way you can do it as well. Right? So again, it's a very, very powerful tool, you know. But yet we have a math book.
Yes.
So a lot of times you want to capture equations, right? And they're not easy, right? So let me show you how we can capture. I'm going to use snip. Okay, it's a. Okay. Matrices. Okay. Add snip from a camera. So I'm just gonna. It's okay.
Don't be nervous.
Serius amat.
Alright. So let me try again. Yeah.
Pak Mano harus sarapan,
Hah?
main bass dulu.
Pak Mano belum sarapan. Kita udah.
Iya.
GeoGebra.
Yeah. So let me. Sometimes when you want it to work, it doesn't work, right? Let me pick something.
Easier.
Yeah, maybe. Something like this. Yeah. So do you notice that? It already translated it immediately. And then you have the latex code. I can copy and I can paste that. If I do slides in Keynote, I can add the equation, I can just copy the code. Right?
And the answer also.
Yeah. So it's easy to capture things from textbook or papers, and like you can capture it from the journal, right? So one of the other things that the camera does is it has AI built in. Let's say if I use camera, right?
What I know is scanning, but scanning
Yeah.
and also what's good, so good, even better.
All right. So I just took a picture of it, right? So it's just an image file. So if I go back to the photos, you will see right at the bottom here, I have this. But let's say I want to copy the question, that's all, right? So if I were to tap, you will see right at the bottom there's a text called live text technology. It's right at the bottom here. So if I were to tap this, you will capture all the text for me, right? So I can just pick what I want.
Doesn't show on the screen.
What doesn't show on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show because it's. Yeah, so what I can do is I can actually select the text that I want, right? And it can be from an image. It doesn't have to be live as well, right? So let's say it's a PDF someone sent me. So then I can just copy I can go to my notes and then just tap, paste, everything.
Even the equation you can just copy paste.
Equation cannot, latex cannot. That one you need to use the equation editor, but simple things you can capture. So let's say there are text on the wall, okay, like this one, yeah. So even this, I can live text this one, right? So it will detect live text. Right? Then I just copy, yeah, copy, and then I can.
Is that using the GeoGebra?
I can go back to notes and then paste.
Which camera, yeah.
Let's see how fast it is.
Yeah.
I can translate, I can do all sorts of things. Right? So what it does is it helps you to create content faster because you have books, you have files, you have to take picture, you need to do the presentation, everything can be done on the iPad. You don't need your so, and you know this is something you can do on your own, right? You don't need very complex setup, you know. So what I do is I just have this, right? So I put this in front of me, I put it here, and then I record. I'm sitting in front of it, make sure light source is in the front, right? And then I just record whatever instructional videos I want to do. Right? Then because it's MPEG-4, it doesn't matter, you can upload it. So Canvas you can install here. Right? If you are someone who working with Google or Office, all can be installed here. You can sign on, so you have access to all your data. So if you go to the Files app here, there's an app called Files. You can actually connect Google Drive directly to your iPad. Right? So like here, yeah. You need to install Google Drive app first. After that, connect it to the account that you have. And then you will have access to all the files here that you can drag to your file and then copy, work with it, yeah. So you don't worry about moving files. Yeah, it's all here. Office also, once you sync, all your files on the OneDrive will be available here, no problem. Okay, so it works with Office, works with everything. So all your files are in one place, your content is in one place, you can start creating all this content. If you're a Mac, there's Mac stuff. If you need AR, there's AR. So that's the beauty of the iPad, right? It's small, portable. You can take it to the lab, put it on a stand, have two cameras, front and back. Yeah.
How much the content Pak Bi?
This mic is okay. So let me just make sure. All right. So if you want to make your video a little bit more fun, you know, like nowadays the generation, right?
Yeah.
So there's a free app on the iPad called Clips. If you have an iPhone also has Clips you can download. All right. So let's look at Clips. Clips is like a mix mash between Insta and TikTok. I think it's somewhere in between that, you know. So it's very simple interface. Again, you can switch back and front camera. Okay. You can take a picture, or you can actually take an instructional. Let's say I am demoing something. Let's say, right? So let's record. Let's switch. Okay. So I'm gonna that big fat pink button. I just need to push it to the side like this. So it's recording. Right? Yay! iPad instruction class. Okay, stop.
Abusing.
Immediately
Bullying.
it adds a clip right at the bottom here, right? So I can play it, so it's recording, right? All right. Now I can add effects, right? So I can add filters, right? There are some nice filters here. Okay, this is a dreamy glass.
Psychedelic.
Alright. Now, I can also add stickers.
Yeah.
Right? So let's add one. Okay. And then I can put who is this? Right? And then I can, with 2 fingers, I can adjust. I can come and complete. Right?
Who is this?
That's it. The video is done. I can play. Yay! Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A hard evidence.
So every instruction that you're giving step by step, you can record it as a small clip, right? And then you can add the instruction with stickers, labels, right? And there's a lot of things. If you look, there's all these emojis, you know, right? You have a lot of characters. You can add all this tags, and then another thing that it can also do is it can add live titles, captions, right? I don't think Bahasa Indonesia is available, but if you English, so all you need to do is you just pick how you want the caption to be, right? And then let's go back here. And I will record it here. Right? This is testing. Let's see. Right? This, alright, live text is not active here. Let's go back here.
Oh, that's
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. It's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Closed caption.
Yeah. So when you are speaking, as you are recording, it can also put the caption for you
Unbelievable.
automatically, right? But sometimes, you know, when we use lingo, yeah, like Indonesian word, it won't capture correctly. But no problem. What you could do is you can go here, go to live text, and you can edit the text
wow.
and make the changes if it spells things wrongly.
All easy.
Yeah, this is so easy to
Yeah,
use.
yeah.
You just record small bunch, add text. So this is very good for instructional videos.
After we must make another primary very hard.
Yeah, so you can actually, like, you know, take a screenshot of a text, you record it. I'm just thinking, yeah, from teaching language, and then I can use arrows pointing,
Yeah.
me speaking and saying, this is a great sentence. You're explaining, you know. So it's very good for instructional videos, and you can create it very, very quickly. You can. All you need to do is, it can be a video, it can be a text, it can be anything. All you need to do is you need to bring it in, and you just need to record, and then you will layer it here. So you can even say you download a portion of a dialogue, let's say from a movie, right? And then there's copyright issues. So you bring it here, and then you record portions of it, and then you can use it here, right? So all this are already available. Now, when would I? So there's even like posters. Like, you know, you want it to look a little bit professional. Oh, yeah. So you see, now it's really interesting, right? Because next week, Monday is Diwali, so they have Diwali things already. So this, let's add this. It's downloading. And the order does not matter, you can switch it. Okay, let's
So the posters are offered by the app.
it's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many nice posters, and then you just need to, okay, so it's added, right? So if I were to play this, so it's recording. Okay. Alright, so let's say this, I want this to be in the front, right? I can just move it, you see, clip by clip. I can rearrange, so order doesn't matter. Yeah, order doesn't matter, right? So let's delete this, delete clip, alright? Let's go back to the posters again. Let's add. Yeah, so this is just a poster, right? It's not animated. So let me look for something that has a little bit of animation that I've used before. Let's try this happy birthday. Yeah. So if so I can actually change this. Yeah, I can change the text. And then, alright, and then I can just record. It's recording, let me see, it's recording, right? It's animated. 6 seconds, stop. Now let's play the clip. It's recording, let me see, it's recording, right? It's animated. Professional looking video, but no need to tell anyone. How did you do it? Not easy, you know. Have to take 5 certifications. Very difficult, yeah.
Take the degree first.
I do it, yeah, take a degree first. You know, I put in a lot of work, I need an increase in salary. Because I'm doing video production at home. So no need to let people know your secrets. Yeah? Okay, so these are some of the things I wanted to share with you so that now you get some idea about how can I use this to create content, right? So if you can create some of this content and you can create like maybe using, I like using Padlet. I really like Padlet. Right? So for self-initiated learning, what I do is I put the columns, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say in a particular day, like let's say, I'll say item like SESI 1, SESI 2, SESI. So you do one by one.
Yeah.
You finish the 3, the class is finished. And each one I will have instruction box by box. Okay, watch this video. Response. Next one. Yeah. And then you can even insert, okay, now use this link, join a Zoom link with your peers. You don't have to be there, right? Let them join and have a discussion among themselves. So you can actually run this self-initiated learning so that you're not
So it's
stressed.
possible with Padlet, yeah, without
Yeah,
Zoom.
yeah. So where do I create the videos? Create here. Then upload it to the Padlet. Padlet, you can log in from here as well.
Yeah.
Right? So you upload it directly, you create, you put it up.
But there's a question. Just now you said you could, we could post the link to Zoom, and then they could do it at a certain times, a schedule that is set. Can it be recorded? Can we manage that?
No, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. I mean, you can let the students manage it, record it,
But I cannot see
but
whether.
you know, peer learning. Why do you want to record?
Yeah.
And let them. It's
Yeah, so it cannot
self-initiated
be.
learning.
Okay.
What I want you to do is it's like a checkpoint. Let's say 1 hour 15 minutes, right? After 45 minutes, just check in with your peers. I don't have to be there. You ask questions, clarify. Right? Hey, the video just now, what the other one? Oh, okay. No, don't do it. I think our selling point in this is learning things on your own is a skill, right? Because when you're in the workforce, who's going to sit down and teach you, right? When someone in the company asks you to do something, you just need to do it, right? You don't say, nowadays you don't have the luxury to say no, right? Then they will just replace you. So what you say is, let me figure this out. So students also, so let's say our hybrid selling point is, one, yeah, we are there to support you to make sure you succeed. The self-initiated learning, hybrid learning that you do on your own, we provide enough tools for you to succeed. but you do it on your own. Why? Because this will develop the muscle for you to decide on learning something new, and you can go and learn without being dependent on someone. Oh, he's not a good instructor. Oh, I'm not very clear. No, you have to figure this out. Right? You always cannot depend on us. So I think it can work. 8 lessons face to face, 8 self-initiated learning. Don't say you're on your own. Self-initiated learning. Let's say we call that, we use that like that. But you provide. Now, the only challenge is when you get students to do that, the quality of the content that you give them must be good. Cannot hear, video not clear, kabur, cannot.
And the instructions should be
Clear,
How
exactly.
many from students?
Yeah, go, yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is we do have
Share the
iPads
video.
lying around. Why don't you take it, experiment, and use it to create some content. If you have difficulties, just email me. Right? Then we can do some one-on-one 30-minute coaching like, I want to do this. How can I do it? I can show you how to do it. Because this one, I can share screen of the iPad and show you step by step what to do. So, okay? So just know that it's available. And so if you are, but yet do we have the post-it?
I forget to bring the part, sorry.
Okay, never mind. So for this group, I'll just show you. This is called Post-it. You know the Post-it apps, right? Yeah. So what it does is, let's say you give students physical Post-it, right? Let's say you ask them to brainstorm. How are you going to capture it?
using this.
You can use this, right? Steal my thunder. So instead of collecting the papers, just put it on a flat table, tap capture, and then just aim your camera and take a shot. It will capture the individual Post-it notes. And it doesn't have to be from Post-it, it can be any, as long as it's a square. And then that's it, you have it here, and you can rearrange, write on top of it, right? Let me show you how it looks like. So this is something I captured. No, this is, where is it? Yeah, this is something participants actually wrote and I captured it, right? And then I can actually write on this. I can change the color. I don't feel very yellow today, right? So again, if you are using Post-it and you want to make sure this is captured, then you can capture it and then send it to the students. These are all the ideas you guys brainstorm today, right? And again, you can
But the students work with the real Post-it.
yeah, work with the real Post-it. Just at the end, just say, can you bring everything, put it on the table here, and then capture it. It just digitizes it on the spot.
And upload it also.
Yeah, and then you can upload it to Canvas. Yes.
I think I noticed that there are some different arrangement that we have for the Post-it.
Yes. You can change the size of the Post-it.
No, I mean like the what is it? There's a table and then there's some the arrangements are they're different.
Oh, okay. This
So,
is
it from the iPad or do we?
yeah. The app is on the iPad, so you can actually once you capture it, you can arrange it how you want it. Because this app can also be used digitally. What I can do is I can create a share link, share it with everyone who has an iPad. So they can be sitting where they are and filling out brainstorming.
So when we take a picture, it's okay that we put the
Oh, you're asking, okay. It's very important that they all face one direction, right? It's best for them not to overlap. So if you just put it, it doesn't have to be like in rows or just as long as it's all on the table, not overlapping, you can bring it up, capture it, it will capture everything. Yeah, and even the writing, you know what they write, it can change it to text if you want it. It can translate for you for live text.
Using this one?
Yeah, this
app?
Yeah, because most of the iPad has a neural chip inside, right? So it does the AI on the iPad.
like the second picture.
This one?
Yeah, top. Yeah, that one. So did you arrange it?
Yeah, I arranged it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
make groups.
let's say I have a group discussion, right? I create a group, I name it group A, I capture.
Oh, okay.
Then I create group B, I capture. Then I can move it around. Yeah.
Then you combine.
I can also combine, yes.
Ah.
Or I can sort, right? I can sort, like the idea is, let's say what kind of idea it is. Like certain types, I can group it and then I can send it to the students back and say, hey, these are all the ideas we generated, what do you want to do?
Yeah. So when you share that to, for example, like conferences,
Yeah. So just screen capture. Remember how do you screen capture? If you have the pencil, the way you screen capture is always like this, right? Done. I have a JPEG file, right? If you don't have this, I mean, this one we need to fix. Okay. The other way is you press the home button and the power button at the same time. You will screen capture, right? And then that's the file done. It's so easy. Anything on the screen capture, send. Video record, send. Right? So it's actually very, very useful, right? So on Monday, I think they're gonna update the iPads to iOS 16. Right? So right now we are on iPad iOS 15. So I do not know what new things they're gonna add to these things. Yeah. So this is what so far. These are the last year's release. So I think I'm done with all my tips.
Yeah, no problem. Time.
Usually, when I download this iPad, Mano, I just use this for connecting the canvas and so on. I've never explored.
Yes. It is a very useful tool to create content. That's why it's very strong suit, because it's very, you can carry it, or very portable. Yeah. All you need is a stand, then you have, okay, put it in front of you, adjust this, and then record. And then you do a lecture, you write. By the time I finish, it's recorded already. If you are picky, then just go bring it to iMovie. So now iMovie has also changed. Yeah. So I'll just show you very quickly. Right. When you on, it asks you there's 3 Magic Movie. You dump all your files, it will magically create a video for you in the intro and all that. So it's fully AI. But if you want storyboard mode, it asks you what kind of movie are you making. About me, let's say beginning of the semester, about me, right?
Yeah.
So you see there's already a template, just tap. Then it asks you to pick the template, right? Pick the font, color and the filter. Create. All the shots are ready for you. So all you need to do is, if you really don't want to think about anything, just follow. The first one, medium shot. Okay, just get somebody to shoot you on a medium shot. So you just either you have taken the shot or you can just take the shot. So it asks you right now, do you want to bring it from the photo, or you want to take a video or photo? Let's take a photo. Yeah, let's take a photo. Okay. Photo, I'm going to take a photo. Yeah. There you go. Alright, and then it says use photo. Alright, done. Next, white shot. You just follow, step by step, and then it says share something, then you record the video, just follow. And then at the end, your video is done already. Right? Built-in recipe. So all the apps on the iPad are like this, right? They just really make it step by step, easy for you to create content, right? So I think that's the major selling point now. So as we move into this hybrid, and when we need to create some content, I think this is the way to go. Okay. All right, thank you everyone for coming. I hope this was helpful.
Thank you.
All right, and so 2 things. If you want support, just email me. Say, can you spare me 30 minutes? Just show me this. Then Just make sure you have the iPad with you, then I can show you what you need to do. Secondly, if you are interested in borrowing and really working on creating some content, please talk to Navya. Yeah? So she will facilitate. Like I said, the pencils are not working, so give us some time to fix that. Yeah? So we're going to send it over to get it fixed, and then we'll let you know. Yeah? But some of the things here you don't really need the pencil. Okay? Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, please return the iPads, don't take it with you.